looks really cozy. So I put that there as a reminder to romanticize the cold, dark days. Like, oh, that would be crazy. And I'm so grateful for that. And I've been in a position where I made more money doing a job that I hated. So to make a little bit less money and do a job that I love, well, that is simply fantastic. All these great things are happening in your life, but you're not really taking care of yourself, like physically. Okay, here we have a goal that I did not achieve, and I honestly don't care. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe we are already at the November reset, but yes, November is here. It's the first of the month, and I am so excited to be filming this November reset for you all. In this video, we are going to be talking about my goals from last month and then setting some new goals for this month, and basically just taking a moment together to kind of reset and get ready for the new month ahead. Last month's video, which was for the month of October, was actually my first monthly reset in a little while. I kind of took the summer off doing them, and oh my gosh, I feel like filming that video and setting those goals really just set me up for the best month ever. Like, October was such a good month. We're gonna talk about why. I really love doing these, so if you're watching this video, I'd really encourage you to do it along with me. It doesn't have to be super high pressure. It doesn't have to be super stressful. It literally doesn't have to be perfect. Like last month, I did it from my car because I just wanted to do it, you know, not set like all of these crazy expectations. Today is a beautiful day, and I am at home. As you can see, I've got like a fall candle burning in the background. We're gonna make a coffee together later, but you know, you can really do this from wherever. You can have the whole setup at home. You could do it from your car. You could do it from the park, like no pressure, you know? Before we jump into the video, I just want to take a moment to say hello to everyone who is new. Over the month of October, I've noticed some significant growth in my subscriber count. So hello to all of the new faces. Thank you so much for being here. And also thank you to the people who've been around for years or months. I just love and appreciate every single one of you. And I've been feeling really fulfilled when it comes to YouTube this month specifically, not just because of the growth, but also because of the sweet comments that you're leaving, because of the new Patreon community. It feels really amazing. So new, old, thank you guys so much. And I just want to start this video off by saying thank you and that I love you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, well, welcome. I hope you will stick around and subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Okay, so a little agenda for this video. We are going to start out by reviewing the goals that I set for October and just chatting about how October went as a whole. Then we're gonna make a coffee. I'm gonna sit down and do some journaling. I also wanna make a vision board in this video for the month of November. So I'm gonna journal and just kind of reflect on the goals and things that I wanna have and bring into my life for the month of November. And then we will sit down at the end and discuss all of that. So that's my format. Hopefully you will enjoy it. And let's just kick it off with chatting about how October went. So you guys may remember this page. This was from the last month's video. Again, the one that I did in my car. I just kept a sticky note on this page and constantly kind of flipped back to it throughout the month. I also feel like I really had them engraved in my head because I said them aloud on camera. So that could be a fun tip for you guys, is even if you're not filming these videos, saying them out loud to like a friend or a partner, or even out loud to yourself in the mirror, I think really helps solidify these goals. Sometimes we like write down a goal and we don't talk about it, and we don't, you know, really make like a statement out of it, and then it just blows away, either because we don't care about it anymore, which is fine, or because we forget, which if it is important to us, we don't want to be forgetting. So saying them out loud, I think, can be really powerful. And I'm just so excited because so many of these goals, I want to say, came true. Like, I don't even feel like it's like, oh, I achieved them. It was like this month just felt so good that it feels like these were wishes that came true rather than like goals that I achieved, if that makes any sense. And I guess that's really corny, but that's how I feel. So I just want to take a moment to talk about, yes, how I was feeling the month of October. I feel like this month was just so wonderful. This was one of the best months I've had in a very long time. I've said this so many times, but this summer was just not really it for me on a mental health level. Like, all these great things were happening, but I feel like I wasn't fully present or able to appreciate them. And I was like right here all month of October. And it's not because all of these like crazy things happened. It's not because I went on vacation even. Like I don't know how to explain. It was just like really trying to be present. Also, I started my new job and was really consistent with that. The part-time job and leaving the house, I think, contributed a lot to that. But overall, like October was such a beautiful month. The city was so gorgeous with like the leaves changing and the crisper weather. And this month was wonderful. Before I go ahead and actually look at that list, I want to tell you guys kind of my favorite achievements or things that happened. So the very first one is the cash envelopes. This might have been like my biggest goal for the month because it was new and it was a system that I had a lot of hope in and had a lot of, I guess, high expectations for. And I definitely worked hard to stick to it. So the cash envelopes method is a budgeting method where you spend on cash and you have really like a cutoff, a cap for every single category, and all of the cash is associated to each category. So you take out your cash for your groceries, for eating out, you know, for home stuff, etc. So you really, I don't know. Anyways, I have a full video on this, which you can check out if you haven't yet, but this has been one of my favorite accomplishments this month, is actually sticking to this budget. And the next thing that happened this month that I am so proud of is I did launch my Patreon, which is a book club as well as a bonus content membership. There are two separate things, or you can have both. I launched that this month and was really like blown away by how many people joined. I'm just so happy, and it's been so fun so far, and I'm excited to see that grow. That's kind of like a new passion project for me, and it was definitely something that was scary. So getting over that fear, launching Patreon was another wonderful thing that happened. And on top of all of that, like I was just talking about, the fact that October was just such a good month, I think really came from me consciously choosing and working on and focusing on having a very positive attitude, and not in the sense of toxic positivity, like, man, nothing's ever wrong, but just every day being like, I wanna have a good day today, I wanna have a good day. And having moments, even I had one earlier today where I started feeling overwhelmed and I started getting grumpy, and my boyfriend called me and I was just like, I don't wanna talk, like I'm overwhelmed. And then being like, okay, have that moment, have that grumpy moment, and then put it away. So not letting feelings linger for too long, feelings of discomfort, anxiety, overwhelm, letting them come in, feeling them, and then letting them pass has just been really helpful. And again, trying to focus on being present. So I've been trying to notice a lot of things like in nature and that are really just in my surroundings. So the way the light is coming in and touching my plants, the way that the trees look outside my window, you know, the way that the sunlight looks when I'm out for a walk, what color is the sky, like just, and not just noticing those things, but being grateful for them. So like, okay, the light's hitting my plant, and then taking an extra second to be like, that's really beautiful. I'm really grateful that I get to witness that. Very, very positive of me, very zen, but it feels really nice. And overall, I guess moving forward, my goal is to keep up that mentality and that positive attitude into the month of November, especially as things here turn from beautiful red, yellow, orange trees to like bare trees and cold weather and darker days. It's to keep that positive attitude going. Okay, so now let's run through all of the goals quickly and we'll see. Oh my God, I get so annoyed when my phone rings when I'm filming. I'm like, don't you know that I'm filming? But obviously they don't. Okay, we're gonna run through these. Cheap-ish fall, so focusing on needs over want and having very low consumption. Yes, this was a mindset that I totally got behind. Cheap-ish fall. We're gonna keep doing it in November because it's still fall and I still wanna be a cheap-ish. And this was just, oh, so good. I feel like naming it and saying like, I am having cheap-ish fall allows you to tell your friends, tell your peers, tell everyone around you that you're not in spending money mode, and that can save you from some of those tricky social situations where friends are like, let's go out for drinks, let's go out for dinner, and you want to say yes, but you also want to save money. Like just naming it, it's just really, really helpful. And then also having something to call it every time you maybe want to shop online, or every time you want to order a bunch of stuff for your house on Amazon, or spend a ton of money on the grocery store on like little fiddly snacks that maybe you don't need. all throughout the month, every time I had those moments, I reminded myself, no, cheapish fall, cheapish fall, cheapish fall. And one of you guys commented on the last video when I mentioned this, saying that I should have called it frugal femme fall, which is a really nice way of putting it as well. So definitely gonna be continuing that. The next goal that I had written out was the cash envelopes. And like I spoke about, that has gone super, super well. And I will be doing its own video in my monthly money update to really dive into how the cash envelopes went, how much money do I have left, how much did I spend, all of that. So stay tuned for that video. It should be out within a week or so. We love the like end of month, beginning of month content. I feel like that's all of the like really, really good content, the stuff that you guys like the most. It all comes out like in this week. Next up, hard work that feels good. So this was contracts, being more assertive with my contracts, asking for more work, following up. What else did I write? Being on top of my shit, and also focusing more on my thumbnails and YouTube, as well as Instagram, creating reels and all of that. This absolutely, so like, oh, I feel like I keep saying so amazing. But I really did. I purchased a pack of presets that I've been using on photos on Instagram as well as for my thumbnails. And weirdly, that has like re-energized me and helped me feel like more creative and wanting to be more creative and take nicer thumbnails, which does in turn help the algorithm, which I think brings in some new faces, which is amazing. So taking an extra 20, 30 minutes, all the way up to an hour to really focus in on the title and the thumbnail and the SEO of my YouTube videos has gone a long way. And it's also been fun. Rather than being like, oh my God, it's an extra step that I have to do. It's like, oh, I hate typing out tags. It's like, I get to do this. This is fun. This is cool. Like, this is my dream job. And so focusing on it in that light leads it to being hard work that feels good. Also, things have been going really, really well with my contract. I have been a little bit more assertive, like I said, and they've also just been sending me so much more work from other departments. So I work as a copywriter, if you guys don't know, that's one of my contracts. They've been sending me people from other departments and other geographies even. Like now I'm working with someone in Europe, in England, on some stuff for them. So word about my work, I guess, is kind of spreading throughout the company, and they're in turn sending me more stuff, which is amazing. And I love copywriting, so the more the merrier. I'm like, bring it on. Okay, here we have a goal that I did not achieve, and I honestly don't care. It was to do 4 to 5 workouts a week. I don't know who I thought I was when setting that goal, because it's like, okay, do you want to work hard and launch these things and do all of this, but also work out 4 to 5 times a week? And while I do believe that, yes, you of course can, just the way my schedule has been has like not allowed it. So the workouts have totally fallen by the wayside, and I could name you a whole bunch of excuses why. I'm too busy, I work in the mornings now, stuff about my dog and how I'm training her. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't my priority this month, and that's okay. I love working out. Working out is fun. It makes you feel good. I think it's really, really good for your mental health. But I don't know, everything just kind of went well this month, and I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I need to work out, or I want to work out even. I did maybe one spin class a week when I really felt like it, and that was good enough for me. Moving forward, do I want to increase this number? Yes, because I know, like I said, that it makes me feel good. I think especially in the winter time, like really gonna need to focus on that, but we'll see how my schedule goes. I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. Next goal was to save all of my part-time job money. Yes, I did that. So amazing. So I got a new part-time job. It's actually my old job from when I was a student that I got back. I work some mornings at a spin studio here in Montreal. And when I got that job, I told myself, act as if you're not getting paid, act as if you're just doing this for fun, and save every cent that you make at the spin studio. At the moment, I have been putting all of my paychecks, there's been 3 so far. I've been putting all of my paychecks into my 1 month ahead account, which helps me pay for my rent and is also a kind of like savings account for just general expenses, living expenses. So all of the money's been going into there, and it's really, really fulfilling to just watch my savings grow. Like every 2 weeks when they direct deposit my paycheck, it's not huge paychecks by any means, but it's still like a really nice amount of money to go into my savings without me even having to think about it. The next goal was to earn $5,000 in a month in either October or November. So obviously we're talking about October right now. I looked at everything that I made, and I am under $5,000. I'm closer to the $4,500 mark, and that is okay. I'm still so grateful. Like, I also just really focusing on gratitude this month. Like, I get to do jobs that I love. And I'm so grateful for that. And I've been in a position where I made more money doing a job that I hated. So to make a little bit less money and do a job that I love, well, that is simply fantastic. So yes, I still want to keep going and moving towards that $5,000 a month, and then maybe one day exceeding that. But I'm not gonna cry over $500. I'm really, really grateful for how much money I made. It's also a function of how hard I worked this month, and it's just amazing. The next goal that I wrote down was to stay busy. So with my part-time job, with filming videos, and with working out. So working out, no, but I still managed to stay very, very busy this month. This has been one of the busiest months, one of the most go, go, go. And it's also been one of the months where life feels the most normal. Like I kind of feel like I'm moving back to the way my life was before COVID, which is a really good feeling. However, it has had one downside, which is that I have felt more overwhelmed and also more tired. I think the overwhelmed and tired are all in one. I have not been sleeping enough. I haven't been health-wise, like sleeping, drinking water, even exercise. I haven't been taking good enough care of myself on that front. So yes, I stayed busy. Yes, it felt really good. I want to keep that busyness and that feeling good into the next month, but also add in that element of wellness where it's great to be busy, but you got to go to bed earlier, Zoe. Like that's the main thing, is I've been staying up too late, but waking up way too early for work. And then even on days when I don't work, like waking up early to get everything done, but then also staying up late to get everything done. And then physically, I just feel so exhausted. So that's okay. Live and learn. And I think that kind of hints to what a goal for the month of November is going to be. I wrote down weekly resets. I wrote down that I wanted to do weekly resets. This is one that I actually kind of forgot about, so I really didn't do that. Maybe next month we'll add that back in. And the last goal was Patreon and merch. You guys hyped me up so much on that video, and I want to thank you for that, because without your support, I don't know if I would have had the bravery to launch Patreon and get in contact with a graphic designer to launch merch. So check. Patreon is launched, it's up. If you haven't joined yet and you would like to, that would make me so happy. Everything will be linked down below. So Patreon was like a really big achievement, really big accomplishment, really big wish come true this month. And yes, I have been working with a graphic designer on merch. I've actually seen the first draft of the product, and it looks so good. So that should be coming out hopefully very soon. I will see what the turnaround times are like with him in terms of like actually getting it designed and getting it onto the items, but it's gonna be amazing. I know you guys are gonna love it. So that's that. That is it for the reviewing my goals. I just talked so much. So let's go take a little break. I am going to make a coffee and head over to my couch, where I'm going to just kind of come down from all of that, reflect on all of that, and set some goals for the upcoming month of November. Oh, and we're gonna do a vision board. So I'm gonna just do that from my couch, from my computer. I want to make a vision board for the month of November as well. Let's go. So we're gonna stay on the couch for the last part of this video. That was really nice. I actually didn't play music or anything. I was just like totally in the zone, just journaling a little bit, and then also making the vision board. Making the vision board was so fun. I can't wait to show you just a little quick tutorial of how I did that and chat about what's on there. But we'll start with my goals for the month of November. There's not a ton. A lot of this is just a continuation of October. So the first one was cash envelopes and cheapish fall part 2. I just combined them into one because really it's just like an overall financial goal of keeping on being frugal, keep sticking to the cash envelopes method. Like, that method works so well. It worked so well the first month. And I know it's the kind of thing that if I don't stay on top of, I'll just stop doing it, just like I've done in the past with other methods that I've tried. So just every month, I really want to be keen on it and be really focused on it and make it a point that, like, yes, another month is going by, another month I'm gonna stick to this. Especially in the month of November, I wanna try and spend even less than my budgeted amount so I can save that money for holiday spending in the month of December. The second goal that I wrote down is self-discipline is back for wellness's sake. So like I spoke about, I was staying up too late, I was waking up really early, and waking up early makes me feel good, but after just a couple of days of not getting enough sleep, you really start to feel it, like in your mind, in your body. It's just not a vibe. The other thing that I've kind of fallen off of was this summer, you guys know, I worked a lot on my self-discipline. Things like waking up early, which I'm doing now because I'm forced to because of work, so that's great. But I haven't been very disciplined with my supplements, with my water drinking, with my journaling. I've been journaling very, very scarcely. And those are also habits that do make me feel really good. And those are habits that are very, very important with the colder months coming ahead. I need to focus on my wellness. People living in colder climates like me, we need to focus on our wellness and we need to prioritize it. So some of the things that I wrote down were sleeping at 9 p.m. daily so that I can wake up at 5:15 every day, and really making that a routine, not just waking up early on days when I have to work, but waking up every single day so that it's a habit, and then going to bed early every single day so that it's a habit as well. Along with going to bed early, I think a big key component to that is not eating dinner too late, because eating dinner late can cause you to stay up later, or if you eat dinner too late and then go to bed early, you could go to bed with like an upset stomach, or I just don't sleep as well when I eat right before bed. So I wrote down dinner at 6 p.m. when possible. Obviously, it's not gonna be possible every single day. For example, if I go to the gym at 5:30, I'm not gonna be having dinner at 6, but whenever possible, I want to start eating dinner earlier. And the last thing is to get back on my calendar tracking. I totally fell off of using my big calendar during the month of October. I think I fell off of it when I went on vacation and then just never picked it back up. But that was extremely helpful for me. I was tracking my supplements, my journaling, my movement, my meditation, and then tracking my mood. So and from there, drawing any conclusions and seeing any correlations, like, oh, I was anxious 3 days in a row, and look at that, I didn't journal 3 days in a row, stuff like that. So seeing really what helps, and also checking off every day that I took my supplements, that I did my journaling, really helps with that consistency. I wanna make a video all about that calendar, so let me know if you'd be interested in that, and I can film that during the month of November, like all about how I do that calendar, what I put on it, how I track it, all of that. The next goal that I wrote down is another one from the month of October, which is the 5K month plus hard work that feels good. I think those two can really be combined into one, because when you're a freelancer, a lot of the times your output is directly related to your income. So if you have a corporate job and you slack off for a week, you're still gonna get paid. But if I slack off for a week and I don't do any hours for my contracts, I get $0. So the more I work, the more I earn. And obviously you can't work around the clock 24/7. That's not good. There's also caps with how much work your clients actually give you. But if I'm out there and I'm doing the work that's given to me and asking for more work in a way that feels good, then that's a way that I can increase my income as well. So I've combined those together, and we got really close to the 5K month in October. Maybe we can hit it in November. That would be incredible. Merch launch. Merch, like I said, is in the works, and I really hope that we can get it done and get it launched in November. It's another very scary endeavor. It also requires a lot of logistics, looking into a website and a hosting platform, and how am I gonna accept payment? How am I gonna ship these things to you guys? Like, it's scary, it overwhelms me, but it's something I've been wanting to do for years, and it's here, and I'm not gonna back out. And yeah, that's gonna be a goal, hopefully next month. Imagine next month I'm sitting here for the December reset, like wearing the merch that will become available to you guys. Like, oh, that would be crazy. Next up, redecorate on a dime and keep a clean house. This summer, I spoke about this itch that I had to move and this just wanting to like redecorate my place. I didn't really do it. I redecorated a little bit. I painted the kitchen. I obviously didn't move. Moving is still not an option. It just doesn't make sense financially. But I would love to just bring some change into my apartment on a budget. Like, I would love a new couch, but I really can't afford a $3,000 new couch right now, if not more. Like, furniture is just so expensive. But through moving my plants around, maybe through moving some of my decor around, I think there's ways that I can bring change into this space. And I also really want to work on keeping my house clean. I live in a loft with very high ceilings, and that brings in a lot of dust. And I also have a dog, which brings in a lot of dirt and a lot of hair. She's like a big fluffy girl and she sheds. So my house is constantly dusty, filled with dog hair. And it can get overwhelming at times, especially if I don't keep up with it. Like, realistically, I should be vacuuming or Swiffering every single day to keep up with the amount of dust and hair, including my own hair, that goes around this place. So I just want to get better at keeping my apartment clean, because I think that really helps with mindset. And especially now that things are getting colder, we're gonna be staying inside a lot more. And it's nice to have a clean space to live. I think it's better for my creativity, and it's really good for my anxiety to keep things clean. Next up, I wrote down Maggie's training. So this is something I spoke about in vlogs, but my dog Maggie has really bad separation anxiety. Last month, I hired a trainer, a specialist in separation anxiety, and we were basically going through what is like phobia training with the dog, because separation anxiety is kind of like a phobia. So it's really intense. It's homework every single day that I have with my dog, and we're already seeing amazing results. So I wrote this down as a goal because, of course, I'm paying for it and I'm very committed to it, but I really hope that by the end of November, we can see some serious results in terms of hopefully being able to leave her alone for like an hour to 2 hours. That would really change my life and make my life so much easier, because I can't even go to the grocery store right now. Like, I have to go drop her off at a friend's house or at my boyfriend's house and then go get groceries, because she cannot stay alone for even 5 minutes. So I love her so much. I really care about her, and this is going to be something that's going to make both of our lives better. So I wrote it down as a goal because I really want to take it very, very seriously and get some results for her benefit and for mine, of course. The last goal, this is kind of a weird one and a weird one to end on, but I wrote, get hydrated and take care of my physical self. So this is a little bit sad, not sad, I guess, but just not like the happiest news, but I've been noticing a lot of like physical things that I don't want to say are happening to me, but maybe that I've been experiencing, because I know that I'm a very stressed person. Again, I'm not sleeping enough. I don't think I drink enough water, and they're not serious physical things, not by any means. It's just like I have this eczema on my eye that won't go away, and I'm pretty sure it's just related to not eating super clean lately, having a lot of sugar and dairy. I've been having a little bit more alcohol than I'm used to, and not drinking enough water. I've also been feeling a lot of like pain and tension in my neck, the jaw clicking that I spoke about this summer, like a lot of just physical things that are unpleasant. And I know they're a result of not taking good enough care of myself, and it's crazy how they're just starting to manifest physically. So I just want to take better care of myself so that I can feel better and not have this like eczema on my eye, and not have my neck be so sore all the time, and not wake up with my jaw clicking. Like, I had a moment the other day where I was crying because, oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional talking about it now, but it's kind of sad just realizing that like all these great things are happening in your life, but you're not really taking care of yourself like physically. And just like, oh my God, like I went to get a treatment done for my jaw and for my neck, and she was like, I'm barely touching you. And I was in so much pain. So that's how like tense I've been. And yeah, it doesn't make me feel good to know that I've been neglecting myself a little bit. So that's something I want to work on. Let's get back to being positive. I want to show you the vision board that I made. I made this on Canva. It was really, really easy. This is something that I normally just do once a year. I make a new vision board for my computer and for my phone, and that's my vision board for the year. But why not make a monthly vision board, right? Like, why not have a vision board for the month of November and have that be my phone background and get inspired every single time I look at my phone? So I think it'd be so fun for you guys to do the same. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard with my ring light to see, but let me put a picture up on the screen. I made this on Canva with pictures from Pinterest. I just searched everything that I wanted. Then I searched for the size on Canva of the iOS background. They have like all of the different backgrounds for your phone, dragged everything in and just resized it so that it looked how I wanted it to. And it's really, really simple. Plus it looks so good. Like, it just looks so good on your phone. So let me just run you guys through this really, really quick. What are the things that I put on my vision board? At the top, we have a picture of a girl with really pretty long brown hair. I really want to grow out my hair. I've gotten over my regrets about cutting my hair, but I have decided that I want to try having long hair one more time. Everyone says I look better with short hair. Short hair is way easier to maintain, but I just want to give it one more shot at having long hair. And I don't want to do extensions or anything like that. Like, I just want to grow out my hair. And I know it's silly to put that on a vision board because hair just grows, but I also like to do treatments and take vitamins and stuff for that. So this photo of the girl with her beautiful hair is just going to be my reminder to take my vitamins, do my oil, wash my hair less, straighten my hair less, all of that. Next, we have the girl reading the book. It just says chapter 1. I really like this because obviously I started a book club this month and I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing that. It's my passion project. So I just wanted to put that visualization there as a reminder for book club. Plus, I love reading in the colder months. Like, I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm about to be a freak. I was about to say, I can't wait to wake up early and have my sun lamp, because when it's too dark when I wake up in the wintertime, I use like a sun therapy lamp. I was about to say, I can't wait to do that. And it was nice last year. I would sit on the couch and put my sun therapy lamp on me and read. And it was good times. It actually was. This photo here, it's obviously a photo of like France and the Eiffel Tower, but to me, this symbolizes the clean apartment that I was talking about. Plus, low-key, I've had this itch to go back to Paris. So maybe that's why I was pulled towards this photo as well. I didn't even think of that when I put it on my board. I don't think I'm gonna go to Paris in November. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere, but this really just symbolizes clean apartment. Then we have the beautiful glass of water, which of course is for the staying hydrated, taking care of my physical self. The yoga mat, I didn't write this one down, but I do really want to start taking more yoga classes because they really make me feel good. And if not taking more classes, then doing some yoga moves and stretching at home, I think is really, really good for me. And I spoke about that tension that I feel in my neck. I do feel it in my whole body as well. And I really think that will help. Then I put a picture. I actually think this photo is Montreal, which is really, really cool that I just found it on Pinterest. I think I know exactly where this is. It's at the top of, I think it's the top of Peel Street by the mountain here. And this is just a picture of a snowy, gloomy night in Montreal, but it looks really cozy. So I put that there as a reminder to romanticize the cold, dark days, because there's really no other choice. You either romanticize it or you're miserable. So I'm gonna choose to romanticize it. And the last photo, this puppy is so cute. I guess it's kind of like traitorous for me to put a picture of a dog that's not Maggie on my board, but it has the same freckles like Maggie does. It just reminded me of her when I saw it. And of course, it's to symbolize the training with her. Oh, I spoke so much in this video, you guys, but I really hope you enjoyed it. That is a wrap. Thank you so much for spending another reset with me. If you felt inspired by this video to set your own goals, let me know what they are in the comments. I can't wait to read them, and I can't wait to follow up with you guys on all of these goals in next month's video, but also in my vlogs. So make sure you're subscribed and you stick around for my vlogs. They're super, super fun. I hope to see you there. I love you very much and appreciate you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.